Over the weekend, the Democratic Party officially adopted a call to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour to their party platform. And this is sort of a big deal heading into the 2016 election. It is further polarizing the progressive wing of the Democratic Party by moving them to the left of the Republican Party, but also to the left of more centrist Democrats, like, for example, Hillary Clinton. I think it makes perfect sense to be looking at adopting the $15 an hour minimum wage. Even if we're just talking about an inflation adjusted minimum wage, we are well below what we should be merely to match the 1968 minimum wage. We should be around 11 something an hour. If we're going to talk about a productivity adjusted minimum wage, well, I don't even remember what number it should be at, Lewis, but it is absolutely off the charts low where we are now. And this, I think, is going to be an interesting discussion because if somebody like Hillary Clinton continues not to say, yes, $15 an hour minimum wage, period, it may cause some division within the Democratic Party. But I'll tell you, I don't think it would be bad division because ultimately, most of the more progressive Democrats who support the $15 an hour minimum wage, they're not going to go and vote for the Republican.
Definitely not. No, not Republicans who want to, some of whom want to eliminate the minimum wage. Well, this is a good thing. This is where we need to be. It's, probably higher than where we would be just adjusted for inflation, but this is a much bigger issue than unemployment right now.
No question. And there are differing opinions about how to index the minimum wage changes. We could say it should just be inflation. We could consider cost of living. We may have to adopt, we know that there are drastically different costs of living in different parts of the United States. Maybe that needs to be considered. And also we need to think about the reality that long term, a lot of these jobs are going away. We've already talked about automation. We've already talked about the transition that economies make from agricultural to manufacturing into service. And now we are sort of seeing a totally new wave where many services can be automated and outsourced and exported. And a lot of these jobs are going to disappear. So the short-term micro conversation about the minimum wage, hugely relevant. We need to understand it. We need to understand demand side stimulus. Absolutely. Long term, there's a much more serious conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah, and we need to pay very close attention to the places that have already implemented these minimum wages and just see how it works there.
No question about it. Send me your thoughts on this. I'm on Twitter, twitter.com/dpakman. Producer Lewis is on Twitter, twitter.com/LewisMotomedy. Remember, that's Louis. Find us on Twitter.